Hey, what's up, YouTube? I know. I'm finally delivering core gameplay. Here it is. I know that you guys have been asking for it for a long time. For those of you who are new, I typically only play hardcore. I do play core once in a while. But lately, all you subs, well, not all of you, a good portion of the subs that I have are requesting, or the people that are vocal anyways, because you know there's only a few of you that are really vocal about what you want to see. And the few of you that are being vocal are saying, put up core gameplay. Which, you know, I really don't care for core, but you know I'll play it anyways. And it's really man, I hate to get in this debate, but it's like Battlefield but on easy mode. Everybody gets big orange arrows above their head and you just shoot the orange arrows. It's kind of it's kind of lame, but whatever. I've recorded quite a few games in core. I've been playing a lot lately, and you know what? It is kind of fun to get back and play on easy. I know when I go back to hardcore that I'm just gonna get smacked all over the place because it's been so long since I've played it. But you know, I know it's been a while since I've done any kind of Battlefield commentary as well. As you guys know, my PC went down and I was building a new one, and it kind of took me a while to get back into the swing of things. I'm probably going to be doing some PC commentary. Not sure if it's going to be happening with Bad Company 2. I don't know if I'm going to get into Bad Company 2 on PC, or if I'm just going to wait for Bad Company 3. I know for sure that for those of you who I've gotten a couple questions too, and I totally missed that guy. He's like right behind me. Hey, yeah, that guy shooting you in the back. He was right behind you. You know, I primarily bought the PC for Elder Scrolls 5, and that's as far as the graphics end of it. Why I picked it up. It was for Elder Scrolls 5. I really don't have a whole lot of plans to play Battlefield 3 on PC. I probably will to a certain extent. I know I'm going to get the game for sure on PC, and I definitely want to check out the difference in map size and all that as well. That's going to be really interesting. You know, we have quite a few other plans for Battlefield as well. Now this is BS right here. I pumped a bunch of rounds in that, dude. Ugh, whatever. Core mode. Ugh. So, anyways, and I know I should have shot him in the head. I was totally shooting him in his feet, but whatever. Yeah, so yeah, I'm totally stoked for Battlefield 3. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I love me some Battlefield, but I cannot stress enough how much I love Elder Scrolls. That game, man, that may end up getting a divorce. It's gonna be rough. So, yeah, that game's gonna consume a good portion of time for me. Oblivion, when that came out, oh my goodness, man. I didn't play that at launch either. I played that a few years later, but that game, that was it for me, man. I was totally sucked in. I could not stop playing that. And you know, you get that multiplayer itch, and you know the Elder Scrolls doesn't suffice it, but you know, you really, I just can't wait. I'm excited. So this game, Core, it's the first time I played. Well, not the first time I played Core in a while, because I've been recording quite a bit of Core footage. You guys have never ever, I don't think, I've never put a video up of Laguna Presa. If I had to pick a map in Battlefield that I hated more than any other map, it would be this map. I can't stand this map. I don't know what it is. It's like Final Ignition from Bad Company 1 to me. Everything about it is lame, in my opinion. And I don't like all the, I think it's because there's so many spots for Wookiees to hide. Oh, by the way, that's an excellent way to take tanks out who aren't paying attention to you. Do that all the time. And if you are not throwing mines in the water, you're failing at mine throwing. Just FYI. Any map that tanks have to drive through water, you should have mines in that water. And that is a nice way to get some free kills. And then you should always jump down and chase tanks with a repair tool, because they like the tow missiles better or something. I don't know. I love chasing tanks around with repair tools. You can tell somebody's a bad tank driver when they just immediately take off forward and they don't even swing around and try and kill you. You know, I have noticed, you know, we've been playing core mode a lot more, and I got to tell you, there's a lot less lag for us in core mode than in hardcore. And the reason I'm thinking is because there's so many less people playing hardcore these days that we keep getting hooked up. And, you know, again, this is on console, and so, you know, you get automatically hooked up with whoever. And when you look at the servers we're getting hooked up with, I mean, there's like guys all over the place in there. And so you know that there's like extra bad pings in the room and guys are just walking through stuff. It's terrible. But in the core servers, we've noticed that we haven't been seeing nearly as much lag. And like I said again, I think there's a lot more people playing. There's a lot more noobs playing core too, and it's kind of interesting getting back into it. Like people that just run out in the open like that. And, you know, it is a lot faster though. I'll give it that too. Core mode, man, there's not, you know, I play both modes, and I have, but typically when I record, I usually play hardcore, and I'm not saying one's better than the other, and I actually wrote up, I may or may not, you know what, I think I'll link it. I'm going to put something in there. I wrote up this big thread on my website a while ago, like a whole page long, talking about that was some ninja ass knifing. I'm gonna get his tags later in this game though, so I don't feel so bad there. At the time, I was cussing a blue streak. I hate it when people take my tags. Oh my goodness, that drives me insane. Anyways, I wrote up this whole thing about this hardcore core debate, and you know, honestly, what it boils down to is it's two different games, and it's absolute preference. There is not one that is better than the other. It's really pointless to argue about it. So I think I'll link that in there so you guys can see my thoughts on it and my thoughts on all the common, you know, I wrote down, and I trolled a bunch of forums and wrote down all these retarded arguments everybody was putting out. That's one of the reasons I hate core mode right there. You see that? White hit marker, white hit marker, white hit marker. He lives. Shenanigans. So, yeah, and when I get up here, this is another example of why I should be dead right here. I just got shot by a tank, and I'm alive. I'm camping now because I'm trying to get some health back, but nonetheless, I'm alive. So, getting back on topic here, everybody's got like these retarded arguments for why one is better than the other, and in all honesty, like I said, and I've said many times before, and I'll say it's completely preferential. There are some aspects of each game that are much easier than in the other game, and I'm not even going to try and ramble on about it in this video. It's too short, and that's a really long topic to cover, and I covered it in a pretty long and I think pretty thorough method on this thread that I wrote. So I'll just, if you want to check it out, it may be worth a read for you. If not, then you know that's fine too. I'm not gonna force you to go over there. So I'm gonna get me some Wookiee tags right now. That's what I'm really talking about. Booyah 1 and booyah number 2. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. I think that was the dude who took my tags earlier. I'm pretty sure, anyways. This guy gets some bullshit M95 shot on me. Whatever. So anyways, I got a couple, at least, I don't know, I want to say like 2, 3, maybe 4 more core games. You know, playing core, I've been getting back to my vehicle loving. Vehicle whoring is what got me to Battlefield in the first place over all the other games I was playing. I absolutely love driving tanks and being in tanks, using tanks with a good tanker. And I've had some people who've played with me before, and you know, some subs actually have gotten on here and played and said, hey, why don't you ever post any tank gameplay? And you know, I've thought about it, and it's kind of, every game that we get in a tank and we just destroy people in it, it's kind of long and boring. All it is if anybody who's a good tanking crew in Battlefield, it's going to be a nice, slow grind of two people healing a tank. That guy got hit with a tow missile. You may want to rewind that. I remember trying to stab him and then he turns to dust. I was laughing so hard. Anyway, the tank gameplay is this. It's a nice, slow push forward where you just end up just grinding away at the enemy and making them pay enough attention to you so that they don't pay attention to the rest of the team. So, anyways, I'll consider it. Say something down in the comments if you want me to post a tank video. Thanks for watching, guys.